Okay, so this is the cord that's on the ground. You have to have this hooked up into the USB in order for it to print. So we go to auto funds. Somebody wants to start a deal. You press deals and go over add deal. Select the purchase type. You're going to press cash. It's always cash. And then you're going to select the customer. Add customer. You enter in their first name, their last name, street address, zip code. You got to enter in their date of birth, male or female, driver's license number, and driver's license issue date. And then so let's just pick one of these random people off to the side, which you won't do. Let's not do that. We'll put in Joe. Choose only. My street address is Frost Road. And then you put in Jack Frost and you click on street type. You can just type in road or whatever it might be. It's a little bit faster. You put in the zip. Always put in the zip first because then it just decodes it and brings you right to everything that you need. Take down their cell phone number in case you lose it. Save changes. That's the OFAC. Just says that, you know, customer's not a terrorist. But if it does show up as saying this customer is in the record, then you have to fake like, you know, the computer crashed and you need to call the cops. You know, have the customer come in the next day and call the cops. Yeah, I've been doing this for 4 years. I've never had a customer do that, you know, show up like that, but it does happen. So say we're going to do the Tundra. You scroll down to select vehicle over here, select vehicle, and then that pops up with the inventory. So we're going to click on the Tundra right here, scroll down, click the Tundra, go into edit, make sure you change the miles to today's mileage, which is 955, and then mileage out, it will change, and you press save changes, and then so the processing fee is always $295. So $295. This is for a customer that's registering it in the state of Virginia, and you come down here and that's their total cash shortage, $12,977.94. That includes taxes, title, and registration. However, if they are buying the car out of state, then you just click tax, take out the title fees and the registration because they're going to be paying those in probably North Carolina. And then you come down here and you see the cash shortage is still $12,907. Come down to the tax rate, click out for 0, 0, and 0. So you don't want to charge them taxes that when they're going to register it in whatever state they do. Now, if you get somebody that's military, we don't charge our dealer conveyance fee, but you have to still show it on the buyer's order. So what you're going to do is take it off the top of the asking price, 11.7. That way it comes out to what the asking price is. Just balances it out. So let's reconfigure it for taxes. Registration. It's a title fee. Registration fee. State. No, I don't have to worry about that. Let's see. Let's go back. .15 is the tax rate. All right, so you're going to save once you have all of the calculations complete, and then you go over to print forms. Make sure that there's paper in here. Slide it in. And then these are all the documents that you're going to need for the sale of the car. So the first one is the buyer's guide. You're going to come over here, make sure that the date's correct. We're going to print. Always put as is, because we offer a 90-day warranty, and you can't have 2 warranties on the same car in the state of Virginia, which is what I tell the customers when they sign the second page. If they have any questions or anything like that as to, oh, well, you know, you said it was a 90-day warranty, but why am I buying it as is? And then you tell them, well, in the state of Virginia, you can't have 2 different warranties on the same car. So click over to print, and you're going to click 1, 3, and 2 copies. I'm going to print those out. Then you're going to exit out. So you already did that one. You're going to scroll down to buyer's order. I'll print that again. 2 copies. Can you hand me some more paper? It's over on the floor. All right, we're printing the buyer's order has been printed. Okay, then I'm gonna go over to DMV. Scroll to the top. Application of certificate of title and registration. It's in the left-hand corner. Print for that. It's a much better idea doing the video.
Way better.
Yeah, a point of reference, you know.
Yeah, and I can watch this a couple times and our training's
Yeah.
over.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah,
Brilliant.
it's
Good job.
yeah. I was, you know what? It was funny. As I was thinking it, and then you said it.
Yeah.
You know.
I was like, and we
All right.
dawned on us right the same earlier.
Got the registration here. All right, then the next one you're going to print is the privacy notice. Two copies for this one. And the next one up is the odometer disclosure. Now you're only going to just press print for the odometer disclosure because it's going to print out all 3 copies.
Sit print once.
You just, yeah, you're going to click once for the odometer disclosure because it's going to print out all 3 copies. So, we're all set for that. Now let's do some plates. So you're going to come over, click on the truck, click on the left button to copy and paste, and then you're going to come out of Chrome and you're going to click on Mozilla. Plates are down here. You need 2 of them, and you see this rated line here, you're going to put it like that so the tabs are on the right side. And you're going to click on VALLRS. It's the last tab on the screen. I'll bring you up. Sometimes if it requires a new password, just make a new password, and then follow the directions for the password, log in, and there'll be a tab that comes up on this screen over here. It says update password. You're going to press yes. Make sure that you write down the password as well, so I have it when I come in. These always pop up. You can just exit out of them. So then you're going to click over to this middle button, exit out, new transaction, temp tag. So when the customer, when you ask for the customer's license, you get the license, take a picture of it with your phone, or my phone, because I'll be leaving you my phone, and then just make sure that you have a picture of the license. I can print it out later. So if they have a Virginia license and ask them if the address on their license is the same as the address that they're registering the car under, because a lot of people will not change their address on their license and forget to tell you, and then you print out a bunch of paperwork and they're like, oh, this isn't my current address. So my number is 605-666-15. I don't know why I remember that, but so it's going to come over. That's not the correct address. Come in and change that. And if it's a person that's registering the car in North Carolina, you just click none and then enter in their information separately. So you're going to press next. You come over to the VIN, right tab, paste, inquiry. And you're going to come over, the color is blue, you call it light blue. We are registering in Virginia. If you're registering in another state, you click on the title state and click on the state, abbreviated state that they're registering the car under. And then on this screen, we're going to click finalize. And click next. Click on this tab for temp tag. And then print. And we're all done with the wait until they print. Exit out of here. Go back into Chrome. And then what you're going to do is type in cars Protection Plus. It's already saved under there, so you just click the right arrow, enter. You click on the top screen here. You'll log in. You're going to scroll down our new portal. Password's already saved. You just log in. Then you go to add contract. Now, unfortunately, I can't go into depth with this, only because, actually, I guess I can. Well, let me see, 162,955. We still have the VIN saved, so we can copy and paste that. You're gonna type in 11, 19, 20, 18. If they financed it or paid cash, let's say it was a loan. So vehicle purchase price, you're gonna put in what it was. Amount financed, 12,907. Finance term, I just put in 48 months, doesn't matter. Come over here, click the next arrow. So, I do powertrain. You click on powertrain up here. You're gonna come over, change the price from 99 to 295. Click out, and it'll update. And then the next part, you're gonna enter in the customer's information and the sale date, and then you're gonna click this arrow again, and it's gonna prompt a screen. The next screen, you're just gonna press decline for electronic signature. And then on the very next screen after that, you're gonna click print, but only page 1. Otherwise, it's going to print out 6 pages. So print page 1, that's going to print out the copy. You're going to have the customer sign the copy, and then you're going to make a copy of it. So you can feed it in to the top part, face up, come down, copy, start, and it prints right out. So the only other form that you need, one of these. So if they finance the car or truck, you're gonna put in what bank they used. You can leave this blank, and then what you're gonna do, actually you can sign your name, and then you're gonna have them just sign their name right there. I usually just do an X and a circle. And you're gonna keep this. They don't get a copy of that. You just have them sign it, put it in the folder. So then, all these documents, pretty self-explanatory. So before you have them sign this this privacy notice, you just state that this is a privacy notice. It means that I'm not going to share any of your information with any third party. So they sign one, put it in their folder, move that out of the way. They sign one, we get a copy. If they're registering the car out of state, they get both the DMV copy and the buyer copy. But if they're registering it in the state of Virginia, which we are handling the registration, they sign all 3 copies, and the only one that they get is the buyer copy. Temporary tags, sign date. Let's take the we hold on to the one of the registrations. This next page, this is the application for registration. You're just going to have them sign right there, signature of applicant. They don't have to sign any other pages. We keep both those. As far as the as is, you say that this car is as is. However, you are getting a 90-day warranty provided by the dealership for free, no free of charge. You're going to sign on this black line. Customer's going to sign next to you, vice versa. Doesn't matter where. Take one. We get a copy. They get a copy. Make sure to match. So the buyer's order, so you just state that this is the receipt for buying the car. This was the asking price. That's the processing fee. Title, registration. That's your sales tax right there. That's the total price out the door. They're going to sign a copy, both copies. We get one, they get one. So I'll save the this folder for you here. That way it's just a point of reference. You know, you can go back, look in your folder, and make sure that you have all the documents that you're supposed to. And then, however they pay, cash, check, just tell them that they, you know, if you get a customer that wants to, you know, wants to pay anything over $10,000 in cash, you just tell them, hey, look, I'd much rather prefer a cashier's check, or, you know, personal check is fine. You know, we'll mail you, you know, if they're out of state or whatever, we'll mail you the title once your check clears. And that's about it. And then you just take these tags, you put them on the car. Screws are over there. And you have any questions?
What if the customer wants to know the out of, like, so the sticker price is say 10.9 and they need a check, they need to know the exact amount of check. How do I get them the exact amount before we go through all the paperwork so they go to the bank and get the...
Yeah, so go to the deal calculator and you just type in, you know, you click new deal and add deal. You don't even have to bother, you know, putting their information in first. Just click on the car, whatever car they want, and then make sure that the processing fee says $2.95 and not $1.99. And then make sure that these two tabs are clicked on. And you scroll down, you see that here are the taxes. And the cash shortage, $12,855.04. You can even do it on your phone. You just take the car, add the processing fee, and then multiply it by 0.01415. That's the sales tax, 0.0415, and and then you have to add in $55 for the registration.
Okay, the processing fee is
$2.95.
Okay.
It's up on the wall.
Okay. That's it. That's the only question I have for now.
Okay. And if the computer's, you know, locked out, say it restarted for some reason, I have the password as the profile name on the computer. So say here, we'll just simulate it. I'll restart the computer, we'll log back in. Damn, it's 4:50 already. I tried to go to the DMV today and there's like 6 people ahead of me. One guy had 10 fucking registrations. I was like, fuck this. No way. Old computer. There we go. So, since I'll be leaving you my phone, make sure that you have the cable to charge it. I'll give it that to you, and you know, you'll have notifications pop up for, you know, the Gmail account. You just click on it and you can see the leads and everything. Hopefully the 9 days that I'm away, it rains the entire time. So
yeah, it'd be nice.
Sell
all your cars.
Yeah. I get stuff through OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. You know, what I always say is, you know, if they say, hi, is this still available? I say, yes, when would you like to meet? Anything other than that, if you say, yes, it is, they'll never respond back to you.
Right.
Jesus Christ, come on. Make sure you staple those together.
What, everything together? Or just
No. Just the documents that are
linked together, guys?
Yeah. Jinkity jink. God, it gets so fucking dark so early. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. If the computer is restarts or you need to restart it, this is the password. The profile name is the password. So SANG 060 SKEW 604. Enter. And then you're in. I think that's about it. The customer has a check. You're gonna print that. You're gonna stamp the check. I have to get you signed up with Bank of America so you can deposit checks. So I don't have money waiting around for 10 days. If it's a Navy Fed check, what you're gonna have to do is, so it's just a blank, blank check, and you're gonna have to fill in the year, the make, the model, the miles, and the VIN number, and go slowly so you don't fuck up. Writing the I always just do one letter at a time. Look at the VIN on the purchase order, and write down each letter. So if you fuck up the check, then the customer has to go back to the bank and get a new one, and that's not fun. And then down on the bottom of the check, down at the bottom is a phone number to call and get the validation code. That's before you can deposit the check. So at the top, so if you go into my contacts, so let's see. Oh, let me get that. Hold the phone for me. So make up a Navy Fed check. So the number you're going to start with, it's a 201 number. And then so you're going to write in CXB Auto. You're going to, I have the name of the, you're going to go into my contacts and click Navy Fed, or there's a number down on the bottom, but I have the number saved in my phone as contacts. It's Navy Fed checks. So you call them, you're going to press 1, and they're going to ask, for the name of the dealership, CXB Auto, Charlie X-Ray Bravo, and they're going to ask what the check exceeds. It's all written on the check. It's very, very self-explanatory. And then you're going to give them the make, or I think maybe it might be the year first. Tundra, miles, And then here is where the VIN number is. So you're gonna put that in. Make sure that the customer signs on the front, and then also down below on the back. And then the validation code up here consists of 4 numbers, which the person will give you, and then you're gonna stamp deposit, which is down in with the checks. So just make sure that everything's okay. Write out the dollar amount for the check. I usually do it myself, that way the customer doesn't fuck it up. There have been times where they have been. And you just take the check, go to the bank, and give them your ID and say you'd like to make a deposit.
And what's the stamp that we need to stamp it with?
The stamp is the deposit stamp.
Okay.
Which is in this drawer with the check.
And that's on the back of the check.
The back of the check, yeah.
Alrighty.
Standard.